Tesekhi has made the bar news with old news and allegations against castmate Smiley. The bar is open. Let's pour it up. Welcome to the channel. If you are a returning Henny Mob member, then welcome back. Yeah. If you are new to the channel, then welcome. And please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the notification bell so you know when I do a video. So last week, Tesekhi did 2 podcast interviews and spoke about her baddies experience. The first interview she did was with Spaced Out Podcast, and I can say that this one she spoke more about herself in. And the next one that she did was Mackin with 106. And in this one, it was more so focused about the beef between her and Chrisean. Now, I did sit and watch both of these interviews, but we're going to watch the Spaced Out Podcast first, and I'll give you my thoughts at the end.
I feel like everything that's been thrown at me is because I'm strong. I take it as like a learning experience, you know what I mean? And it only happened to me because I could take it and I can handle it. So I really needed it because it made me better. Right. It helped me get certain people out of my way, out my circle that I just kept forgiving. It's like, okay, you know what? I'm going to show you why you shouldn't have these people around you, this person.
We all know that that is a reference to Chrisean as far as keeping people out of your circle and forgiving them over and over again. But yet she has people in her circle right now that want to unalive her sister.
What were some of the most memorable moments on Baddies for you?
Beating up Large. Me being with the girls, still going through the whole show after that situation happened to me.
So it wasn't memorable going to Jamaica with the baddies or the baddies experience as a whole. It was memorable that you beat up Marge. Copy. In this next clip, she's going to talk a little bit about Natalie and her I Eats song. But I have some things to say. So, of course, I'll be cutting in.
So, the single I Eats, what's the story behind, creating that?
Something negative. I'm trying to turn it to positive because I actually fucking liked Natalie. Growing up, I liked her. We used to run around the house saying, I'm in LA, So when that shit transpired at Baddies Audition, it was like, bitch, the fuck? I was really, really pissed. I was pissed at her. I was pissed at Chrisean. I was very disappointed at Chrisean.
Now let's take a listen to her account of the audition events when she was on the Mackin Rack 6 podcast.
What happened there?
This is some foul ass shit. I don't know what era of life we in, but I've never heard of getting outsiders to try to deal with your siblings. I've never heard of that.
This was at the audition?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she asked Natalie to, be smart, try me. Because me and her had a fight, but me and her was cool, so I was very confused because me and her was talking.
I think we need to flash back to what happened on the day of the auditions.
Don't say no. Don't say no, Mo. Don't say no.
Clearly, we hear Chrisean saying, don't say no, and give her a card.
You were just a sister that was trying to fight her. Nah, bro, hold on, time out. We're not just going to give cards out. You were just... That's what sisters do. Yeah, but that's okay, right? You got to calm the fuck down. You know, like, get up here. Nah, chill out. We got Chriseanrock. We want to rock off. It's a pass. It's a pass. It's a hard pass.
Now, if Chrisean was the mastermind behind all of this fiascos at the auditions, why is she still trying to give her a ticket? Why is Natalie telling her don't do that? Don't give out a handout. But you see, clout is a hell of a drug, and people will do anything for clout. And even after all of that, Chrisean sent Elle, her stylist, out into the lobby area with a ticket for Tesekhi. So again, how did Chrisean mastermind all of this?
What is shit? Shit we go through every day in Hollywood. Bitches want to come up here and just get some shit. Get handouts. Chrisean, give me that. Handouts. Bitch, this ain't a handout. You just try to fight her. Bitch, get the fuck up out.
I don't know about you, but for me, it's very obvious that Natalie did that all on her own without Chrisean asking her to do anything. And besides, when has Natalie ever been a lapdog? But let's continue with the podcast.
Yeah, because it wasn't like,
It was like
I think everybody know, like, you wasn't finna, like, slide up on her and, like, punch on your sister, especially while she pregnant.
Sir, you must not watch Baddies, because this is what
you
happened.
just been running your mouth all day. Just stop.
No.
Just stop.
No.
Get that meat belly ass bitch that's scared of me to fight with you. Alright? What the fuck are you talking about? The bitch can't protect you.
What are you talking
No,
about?
it's like you're doing too much.
Now, I want to know who's the meatball that's scared of her that she told her to protect her. Because clearly, Chrisean needed some protecting from her sister, pregnant and all.
Back up, bro.
Make me back up.
Get out my face. Get out my face.
You do a lot for the
Get out my
camera.
face.
Sean,
What
I
you
will
doing?
beat the shit out you. You're doing too fucking much,
No.
bro. I know how to help you and not hurt your child. You're doing too much.
Clearly, everybody in the sprinter felt away because people were getting involved. So to say she wouldn't have hit her sister, I call BS.
She, like, socked on you? Like,
Yes.
ran up on you, too?
Yeah, she was on my head like, yes. But I looked to the right because I had one girl under me. All I seen was the belt.
Oh, so is this, what you talking about right now, is this, like, the shit that wasn't on camera?
Yeah, they just put the message of it was like,
Oh, okay.
at this scene, it was where Tesekhi and Chrisean friends was cut. Yeah, if they would have showed y'all that shit was like,
Damn, so this was, like, on a bus or something?
yeah, it was on the spinner.
So what happened? Like, you was on the bus and what happened?
We just finished the show. Before we went into the show, me and her had an argument. I know y'all seen that probably on social media. But Saya, she was like, hey, y'all siblings, we about to go in there.
Who's side?
Saya is, she's from New York.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She was on there with
She
me.
the one that left the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
She couldn't take that shit. That shit was too, and I understand it. Like, it just was,
Why did she leave?
but she really,
We gonna try to stay on subject, but I just wanna know why she left though.
But,
yeah.
who was I saying? Oh, she was just telling us like, y'all don't let them see that it's fans outside the sprinter.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, you got it. You're right. So we cut it off, you know what I mean? Because we knew we were about to go in and perform. So when she jumped off the sprinter, people was throwing eggs off at her. So
I
I'm just
seen
like,
that.
what the fuck? So I'm immediately, my sister instinct kick in. So even though we were just arguing, I still want to eat a bitch. Who the fuck is throwing eggs at you?
Now, Latifah, where were you protecting Chrisean at? Because here we clearly see you getting off the sprinter van and making your way to the club. You're out here. There's no Chrisean with you. I don't see any Chrisean. Do y'all see Chrisean? Where was Chrisean? Y'all want to know where she was while she was hooting and all of that through the crowd? Chrisean was still on the sprinter. Yeah, see? And she even got hit in her belly with an egg. Watch this. Y'all see that? So protection where?
So we figured it out. I'm thinking the security gonna get them away, but obviously because when we got inside of the building, I was supposed to perform. So when they gave me the mic, I was just like, yeah, let's turn up my sister.
Yeah.
They didn't put none of that on camera, but this is exactly what happened. Like,
Okay.
and mind you, I only did that because even though it was my performance, I just wanted the people to know who, if they were in the audience, like throwing eggs, like y'all gonna have to respect this shit.
Tifa, you were not the face of Baddies, and nobody even knew who you were. The crowd was not looking for you. They were looking for Chrisean, and there's no way they were going to have you perform instead of her. So please stop with the delusions of grandeur. Let's not forget, you only made it on the show because of her. Whether she okayed it or not, she opened a door for you to be able to get on there. Let's get into her recap of what happened on the sprinter and see if it actually lines up with the receipts.
So when I get back on the sprinter, I just took my shoes off. The security, I just got her back. And I was just in a, jolly, mood. And these girls, Chrisean looked like she got an attitude. She like looking in the air, and her friend Marge, she has yolk in her hair. So she was like, yeah, they were still throwing eggs. But my sister was like, you know what? I want to get off the sprinter. So I was like, okay. So mind you, I know she's supposed to get off the sprinter. She's not around with her. So I stood up on the chair so she can get by. Because on the sprinter, it's like this much space to get off. Like this is the door and this is the walkway. This is Sean, this is me, and this is the chair. So I stood up on here so she can walk through. Mind you, Marge right here. So I'm standing up, like, go ahead, walk so you can get off. And she just was like, I'm ready to get off. So I'm like, open the door for her, y'all. So Marge was like, get down from me, Tifa. I'm waiting for her to walk by. That was my first response, because I didn't even catch it. And then when she said it again, she lifted up her nostril. She was like, get down from me, Tifa.
Yeah.
That was it. Like, I just punched on down. Like, and then I body slammed her.
Hold on. Now, I may not be the sharpest tool in the shed, but did she just say that she put hands on Marsh first? Because that's not the story she's been telling us. But let's continue.
And then that's when Chrisean jumped on my head. And that's when Jay jumped on my head. But I still got Marge right here. So every time they was hitting me in my head, she's feeling everything.
Now, I don't know about you, but I see Chrisean in the back, and the fight is happening. And there you see Smiley, and you see Tifa right there. I guess that's where she body slammed Marsh at. And there you see Jay on top of Tifa. But where's Chrisean? In the back. Do you see Chrisean anywhere in the tussle? Because there's Saya. And remember, Saya did say this.
Chrisean is very much pregnant, so anything happening around Chrisean in her belly, I feel like is a no-go.
So do you really think she's going to be right there and allow anything to happen to Chrisean, let alone Chrisean be in there swinging? But as you'll see when these doors open, Chrisean is pretty much towards the back, but in the same area that she was when the fight started. So what do you mean? Where's the receipt for it, Tifa? Where did she hit you at? When did she have time to hit you? Because the video footage we got now doesn't line up with what you said. And I guess with her realizing that the storyline is getting old, she decided to add a new twist to it. Now let's take a listen to the new events she claims happened.
I swear, when I was on that sprinter, Sky, Camila, and Smiley, and Chrisean, and two other girls on it.
Yeah.
So, I really feel like Smiley was hitting me too.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, she is now accusing Smiley, who has no rhyme, reason, or motivation to jump into this fight, of jumping into the fight. But yet she spent time smiling in Smiley's face. But we've all seen the clips, so why is this just now coming out? But in case you forgot, let's slow it down and watch it ourselves. These clips have been slowed down severely to give you a clear visual of what you're looking at. There's Smiley, Jay, and Camila. Now, at first glance, looking at this video, it does look like Smiley is pulling on something. But let's flip the perspective around and give you a different visual. This is the clip I showed earlier. Same fight, different view. Now I'm going to show it to you again, slowed down some more. Now I could be wrong, but watching Smiley's arm movements, it looks like she was trying to grab Jay's arm and stop her from hitting. It does not look like she was pulling on anyone's hair or swinging. And let's remember, Jay was across Smiley. Now here's the angle that's circulating around the internet of the same incident. Different view. Perspective is everything. Smiley's arms would have to be extremely long to be able to pull Tifa's hair, especially when you have a big security guard in between the two of you. I can admit that I too at first glance thought that maybe Smiley had taken some licks or pulled some hair. But after looking at this whole incident from different angles from what we have been provided on the internet, it seems to me that it is not a case of someone getting some licks in. Now, if I am wrong, I will stand corrected, but the evidence that we have right now to me just doesn't seem like Smiley did it. And it doesn't make sense as to why Smiley would. What would be her motivation? She doesn't have one. There's no clear motive. Smiley did take to her IG story and said, Tesekhi has all of the cameras from the sprinter. She clearly can see I never touched her. And like I said before, I don't get into family stuff. And it clearly shows I was pulling on someone's hoodie. P.S. I love you, Tesekhi. Now this, like the other news in this story, is not new. We've heard in these internet streets that Tesekhi took those GoPros off of the sprinter and passed them to her friend Tay. But she did respond, and this is what she said. You're a liar. If I took Zeus property, they wouldn't still work with me. Plus, I never said you wasn't pulling the minion. I said you were. Just once I looked at the video, you were pulling hair before you started pulling a hoodie. If you wasn't pulling hair, why you didn't ride back to the house with me and the other girls? Because obviously the camera people can see you were participating. I just didn't know. Now, before we address that, let's address this. There's Tifa's purse. And Tifa does toss this off to Tay. What is in the purse that you felt the need to pass along to someone else? Why would you toss your purse?
Like, why you think she wanted you to jump on them so bad?
I think it was just honestly, to take me off the big fish. Because what the people don't know is our personal phone calls that we had. We were sisters, you feel me? So she was calling me every day, like trying to squash the beef with me and Natalie before me and Natalie got in the same place. Like, do you really want to fight her? Can you really not fight her? The whole time, she didn't want me to fight her because she wanted us to be friends. She didn't want me to fight her because she wanted to be able to do it. It's just weird. So she was like, I'm going to put you on these little people so you can get looked at as the bully. You're going to look crazy to the world. And I'm going to take the big fish. And you're going to look down. And it's just like, you cannot play me, a player. What the fuck is you doing? So I'm not ready to fight these fucking girls. Like, and then mind you, before we even got on the sprinter, they already confronted me about the situation.
You like, I ain't gonna be the crash then.
Yeah, I'm just not about to be the crash.
Yeah.
And then she knew what the shit that she said they was beefing with, it wasn't true. She knew it was some slight ass bullshit. So my thing is, you really want me to beat them up off of a lie?
Yeah.
You got me fucked all the way up.
A lie, you say, Tifa? How is that possible when these girls admitted to doing the very thing that Chrisean told you that they did out their own mouths?
Well, Vicky liked some tweets that wasn't good, that was messy and stuff. But what Vicky didn't mean to like those tweets. You get what I'm saying? So I have the habit of double tapping, and came up on my Explore page, and I just be scroll. They're like, oh, look at what Vicky like. They posted it. Praying, she's like, no. I'm like, oh, I know what you're talking about. I promise you I didn't mean to like that.
Did you not let people in the audition?
I couldn't have let her in if I was in the VIP. Remember, I was back there the whole time. I seen when she first got kicked out.
So you saying you ain't do nothing?
I ain't let her in. I didn't.
What about the slow comment?
And here you are pressing Anna Mac about the things she said about Chrisean. But you're saying that this was all a lie.
I was laughing at the video. When I was laughing at the video, I really wasn't trying to be like funny for real. But everybody spun it trying to be funny. But I'm just telling you, like, I really don't have this.
In the end, it's just more of the same old story. A fame-hungry sibling trying to bring down the sibling that actually became the star. And that's not a knock. That's a fact. This has taken sibling rivalry to a whole nother level. And it's sad, because we would like to see unity between them. But instead, it is the clout that gave division. And as far as Smiley's story goes, unless we see those GoPro videos, I'm erring on the side that she did not hit her. But that'll do it for this video. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.